Hello, welcome back. I'm Tanya from Tanya's Witchy Kitchen. And how are you doing today? It's definitely fall. Definitely fall. It just gets so chilly at night. I'm not looking forward to snow. You have to have an inch of snow at Christmas. That's what my kids wish for. Just that little bit of inch of snow, the dusting on the trees at Christmas. That's what we need. We actually need a lot more moisture than that. We're really dry. But I don't know, they say it's going to be a really bad year, so we'll see. Last year was supposed to be a really tough year, and the toughest part was the 70 below zero. Other than that, we didn't have a lot of snow to deal with, so. But you know how you do that thing that you know you shouldn't do and you do it anyway? That's what happened with this soap. This is the first of the Christmas soaps, and I did that. It was not the best way to start off my batches of Christmas soap, but that is what I did. I'll tell you about it in the video. 3 things. Dream big. Be true to you. You are worth it. And let's go check out the first of the Christmas soaps. Pink Tinsel. Okay, into our soap. And don't look at the green grass, because then you'll know for sure I did not do this recently. No, these were done a while ago, as all soap makers know. What did I do wrong? I was using 100% grapefruit shandy in this for my lye water. 100%. Which is why it's a funky color too. But, I mean, I've done a full wine video. I've showed you the way, an easy way to do this without doing it this way. You just do the basic 1-to-1 ratio with lye to water, and you add the rest of your liquid at the, once it starts to emulsify or whenever you want. And then you'll have a nice smooth look. Yeah, so this was not thought through. I don't know what I was even thinking. I was just like, yeah, we're going to do a grapefruit shandy in this, and we're going to make it a great sugar bubbler, and then, yeah, that's a little chunky. That's excessively chunky. Let's be honest here. And all I know is I was like, do I can it or do I continue going? It's literally the full amount of alcohol in it, So, I mean, it's not going to thin out. It's just going to keep heating up and getting thicker. And after much deliberation, I decided to continue forward with this. Like, I was just going to bite the bullet and see what happened with it. Because remember my philosophy, it's still going to be soap. So that pink is a Peach Blow by Something Moon. It's a mica I had gotten when I first started off of Amazon. That was made for cosmetics, all this stuff. But I was just like, it's such a pretty pink color. But Slice of the Moon, that's what the brand is. And then, of course, I am adding titanium dioxide to this because the fragrance oil, I think it discolors a little bit. Maybe not. I don't know. Now that I'm looking at my notes, I'm like, But, but titanium dioxide to lighten it up because of the pink. Absolutely. So not a lot of pink. And I was hoping to do a bowl swirl. Yeah, I'm not kidding. And I still continued to think I was going to do a bowl swirl with this. What I really need to learn to do is to edit the video after I make the soap so that I can, all the thoughts that are going through my head when I'm making the soap and how freaked out I was, I could put into more detail, where now I'm looking at it and I'm just laughing at myself because it's like, boy, were you crazy? I got nothing. I mean, that is some thick batter, I mean, it's not doable, but it looks like it's racing, and And it's not the fragrance oil. I mean, that was not a thing with the fragrance oil, was that it would rise. It did have some vanillin content, which, yeah, I thought it had. And, but what do you do? They did say it could accelerate a little bit, and they said no discoloration, but I think it depends on what your oils are too, you know. So I just literally chunked this into the mold. Now, here's the surprise on all of this. I made strips of melt and pour that were colored with silver mist. And so this will be like divided by 3. So it's divided by 3, okay, guys? The mush in the bowl is going to be divided by 3. So it's 3 little slabs of melt and pour. I probably maybe I should have cut them not so wide. I don't know. I wasn't sure exactly how I wanted to do it, and then I had the melt and pour, and I was like, oh, this would be fun, make some pretty, because it's supposed to hold the color better than, mica in the soap. I did think of doing mica lines. That would have been really pretty. But I just decided, I'm going to do this little soap. So I think I did it in a square mold, and then I cut that in half, cut it down. No, I didn't. I put this in the bottom of my mold. Yeah, because I wanted them the same length. Oh, where is my brain? See, I need to edit these way, way in advance. But chunky batter that looks like, this is as thick as brownie batter. Seriously. But no, I put them in the bottom of the mold, and then I just cut the strips off. But it wasn't that easy to cut the strips, and you probably should have done it differently, but it's okay. It's okay. I wasn't freaking out because it was a good thing it was thick to hold those strips. It was just excessively thicker than I wanted it to be. And so I kind of alternated them, if you saw that. And then these last 3, I just kind of am mushing more in the middle. And then pouring the rest of this gelatinous, what is that stuff called? It's ice cream. Gelato? Editing videos and being hungry just doesn't go. But I had a lot of extra, and I'm sorry, those little melt and pours did not take up that much with ounces wise. So I wasn't even sure why I had so much extra. But then again, another little bling factor was these cute little balls. So they are not melt and pour, they are cold process, and there's a pesky fly that's what I'm swatting. They are cold process, and then I just put them in the bake with a little bit of that peach blow mica and shook it up, and it coats them really nicely. You don't even need a lot, and they're just pretty sparkly, every little girl's dream. I didn't really like pink when I was a kid, but I would have liked that pink. Sparkly pink was a thing. Yeah, and then to just basically plop this on and make some sort of design. At this point, I do remember I had no thought process, because all I could think was, I've already put the balls on. I don't want to take them off because, the mica will smear all over. And then I had extra pink. And all I could think is, what am I doing? I'm going to swirl this. But that isn't the end part. No, it's just to get it down into, a level playing field. And then I put the pink on, which, it's not too bad of a pink for matching that. It's the same mica, but you see how different it is in the soap batter versus the little pink balls. That's what mica does. That's what soap does. It changes it. So just tried to get this on as best as I possibly could. I literally was even thinking, like, is this going to set up? Am I going to have problems with this soap? I did C-pop it. I did. So that is Eco Glitter. And just so you know, I did pop it this and throw it in the oven because those melt and pour in the middle, they weren't going to move. No. If they were on top, they could have melted. And you know what you do with that is you just put it at a lower heat and pop it a little longer at that lower heat. That's what I do, and it seems to work. But my melt and pour is also a little bit different. I think I've talked about that before. I don't put the full glycerin and full of a clear alcohol amount in it when I make it, so that I have lots of fundamental different things to do with it. Exactly. So I cleaned up the mold. It doesn't look so bad now, right? It's not that bad. I was like, okay, I was breathing a sigh of relief. I got it in the mold. I, sprayed it. It don't look so bad. It looks a little creamy, like off-white, but we'll see what we get. And here it is the next day. Got some really cool swirlage on there and the little glitter, and the balls are just super adorable. And yeah, that is one solid bar of soap. Very solid. It did have stearic in it, and like I said, I can't remember what the hardness was. I never look at the hardness of a bar. I always look at the fatty acid profile. I never look at the hardness. It'll give you the hardness on soap calc, but I never do that. But anyway, so cutting these, I lined the balls up kind of like Harvest Moon so that I could cut through them, and I would at least have two little balls, hopefully, some decoration on each bar. Just a little different, instead of the ball being in the middle of the, which I could have if I would have started cutting from the other end, but I would have had, that's how I set it up, was to cut them down the middle so that, just a different look instead of just that ball in the middle look. Because I think there's a soap with ball in the middle. Oh no, that one, no, I'm not even talking about that one. But look at that inside. Isn't that super cool? They are super cool. They look huge, don't they? And they are well over 4 ounces, I'm pretty sure. Well over 4 ounces. That is the end bar, but that's okay. He's I don't even think he's a full inch, so he won't be being sold. So there will only be 6 of these being sold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, I think. Yeah, but look at that inside. Isn't that cute? That turned out really cute. It's just a different vibe. It's, the pink tinsel. I liked it, even though pink tinsel means it's literally tinsel that's pink. I think there's a chicken in my garage, you guys. Oh, Lord. 4 cats and 1 chicken. I'll tell you how that ends up. But anyway, aren't these cute? I think they turned out great. And it's kind of cool. This was not done on purpose, but the pink swirlage is all on that bottom layer, and then it clears out to the white, and then you got the pink on the top with the ball and the silver in the middle. I mean, what a happy accident, right, y'all? Just have some holes, but it was a thick batter, and then there was, the melt and pour embeds. So, that's okay. I get it. Seriously. And the holes don't really bother me either, because, you can just take a little bit of that one I sliced off really thin, and just, run them over and plug the holes, because it's just the soap batter. But anyway, here are the fragrance notes to this pink tinsel bar. Here's the bar right after I cut it, and here's the bar once it is cured. And just for fun, this is the bar when you look at it through the light. Isn't that cool? But anyway, I hope you had a good time. Thank you for dropping by, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.